Hello everybody, good evening, good morning, or good whatever it is, wherever you are in the world at this given time. It's Cyber Weekend. Obviously a lot of you are being quick to buy things, which is good, but also bad in other ways, because a lot of you are missing out on really key deals, which we're going to talk about in a moment. But first, let's have a look at what we've got. Do bear in mind, a lot of this stuff is progression based. So a lot of you will be seeing different types of deals up at the moment. So if you're uncollected, largely all of this will be represented against the 5-star aspect. So when you're seeing stuff at the very end, as we can see here, this is going to look more 5-star-ish. And obviously this will be, as I said, progression-based stuff based on where you are at the game. Now, when it comes to a Cavalier status, there's some really decent stuff. If you get an Odin, 10% of a tier 5. Now look, at the end of the day, if you're buying units already, this stuff is extra stuff and is really good to see. The Nexus Crystal has been very good for some, but also very trollish for others. There's an example of very trollish for others. As you can see, Rage in my alliance, he got this, or this option. So it hasn't exactly been the best of lucky times. Obviously, unfortunately, where I'm kind of coming from, I feel personally more inclined, if I was to get anything, the Tony Stark briefcase, the Black Panther's treasure, and the All-Father's Odin. But let me just break this down to what you want currently in game. If you want more rank up materials, then the fact is you'll probably go towards either the more premium stuff than you would do for the lower items. So, okay, so you're looking at the briefcase, you're getting no tier 2 alpha. If you need more tier 2 alpha, then you'll probably kind of up that and go for the Black Panther's treasure, based on the fact that you could get those tier 2 alphas, which are going to be very helpful for any kind of further progression you need to do. And the same thing goes for like tier 5 basic. If you really need more tier 5 basic, you only get 15k with this one, so it kind of feels like if you want more tier 5 basic, you're going to push yourself to get the All-Father's Odin. And I think if you want a combination but also not spending quite so much money, you may go like, okay, look, I want to kind of keep it low key on this one. I can afford to spend about £150 or like $150 or whatever denomination it is, and you may go to yourself, I want the Nexus Crystal because I want a shot at a decent champion. I want to get that fully formed tier 5 basic because that's going to be helpful for further progression. Not to mention the 5,000 6-star shards, but also I want to get the Black Panther's treasure because it gets me those 3 tier 2 alpha. And not to mention the 6-star shards and a tier 5 basic to boot, with a little slap with 6-star signature stones, which, look, let's face it, that's some stuff that you do actually need in some champions shape and form. So say like you got 6-star Omega Red and you want to like add a lot more signature stones on, this is your blinking opportunity to go do that. Obviously at this point it's important to mention things like Google Play cards and iTunes cards and reductions with that, because I definitely know of iTunes based reductions for those that run Apple based products. At the moment, if you're in America, you go to the Best Buy website, or actually you have to get this in store, the Best Buy store, you can get reductions on your iTunes cards. A similar type deal has been run at Target at the moment, and not to mention Costco as well. There's something going on there with a reduction. For my Brexit bros, there is a site, but it's not the best site. It's a game site called cdkeys.co.uk. I'm not going to put the link in the description because there is a better option. I'm just saying if you want something now, you are desperate, there's a slight reduction on this, but it isn't the best. Because at the moment, there's rumour going around, and based on this flyer here, which is meant to be going up in stores on the 2nd of December, and this seems to be legit, by the way. I put this on Twitter, I put a link in the description. It just says that there's a deal going on Monday, starting Monday, in Tesco's, 15% reduction on iTunes cards. So if you can wait, then chances are you can pick this up on Monday morning, Monday in your lunch break, if you go to work, if you come home from school, go there, pick it up. You should be able to make it just in time. I think that when I did the time frame, it's either Monday or Tuesday that this deal ends. But either way, like, you know, you can get reduction here on your iTunes cards. Like the price of £85, you get £100 worth on it, and the same thing with other types of rarities. Obviously, the more savings you're going to make, the more that you kind of like apply and more that you buy. So either way, I haven't checked into other countries, but do bear in mind, I don't want to do that just in case I get the incorrect information. If you search reduced iTunes vouchers or reduced like Google Play vouchers, you'll probably come up with the same type of info, because they may be doing something to roll out something for Cyber Monday other types of events as well. So yeah, this is pretty good for Brexit bros as well as those in the US and other countries as well. Okay, moving on from those savings, and obviously hopefully for those that are in different countries, I would largely recommend to search in a browser discount app store cards or discount app cards just to see if you get anything up. And do bear in mind, like, it's available in the US, it's available in the UK. There's nothing to say it will or won't be available in your country, but you need to do the search based on the locality of your Google search or whatever, browser search, because what I came up with didn't help out at all anybody. So it's important to you just put in Google what I just said, and hopefully it comes up with discounts. But moving on to my opinions on this, I like the 1,000 unit offer. Not a massive fan, but I do see value in the 4,000 unit offer. So those two there, I'm cool with. Like, there's some decent stuff to help a roster progress. Not so much with the class catalyst crystals. I don't know if I really like them, but the fact is they're in there to boost your roster a little bit. 5-star shards, take it or leave it. Pretty boring, because obviously you need to do that in order to get to the further ones. And like, I want to save my units for greater gifting crystals, because as you've seen the video today, it's more than likely we'll get a gifting event. So spending those units is probably, for me, more fun to do that on there than ever. And as you go down, greater summon bundle has got tier 2 alpha more. That's good. 6 times tier 1 alpha cat. Again, it's not really helpful to me at all. 15,000 5-star again. It's only the 4,000 one where you get 3,000 6-star shards, and I'm looking to create a nice 6-star roster with a bigger video going at the end of the month. So maybe I will I'll do that. That seems interesting to me, only slightly. But then when you get to stuff like you need to do that in order to unlock the 10,000 unit superior awakening bundle and then the superior rank up bundle, it's just, for me, like, I just think that we're going a bit too excessive with the spending, and I could really take or leave it. Yes, there's some good stuff in there, but it just seems a bit kind of like crappy to kind of push that narrative to kind of go past these points to get to these superior and awakening and superior rank up. And then you've got here, like, once you choose one of these offers, your offer will no longer be available. Purchasing either bundle will unlock the maximum summoner bundle for 24 hours, which is the 10,000 6-star shard crystal shards. Yeah, look, it's helpful for those that want to really well out at this point. And yes, you do get extra stuff from buying units. That is a good point. But look, at the end of the day, if you cannot afford this and you're doing this a bit too excessively, then you really need to check yourself a little bit. I'm at the moment thinking about, like, I've got to do my car tax, and I'm thinking that really is the most, like, crucial thing. But obviously, by me giving you that tip, hopefully it gives you an idea that you can save money. And that is something that I've forgotten to do the last 4 years of this kind of the deals kind of like going live. So I'm going to make sure that this is the case, that this year and from now on, we look at Cyber Monday, the kind of like card deals, the iTunes deals. And obviously there's those surveys that you can do in order to get iTunes and kind of like Google Play cards. Because look, I do think you should support the developer now and again, but at the same time, how we excessively spend is something that does need to be kept in check. Obviously, don't max out credit cards, don't think stupidly. The fact is, you can make some gains in game. You don't have to spend. It's helpful to the developer, obviously, to keep servers running and things. And now and again, shoot them a few quid. And, Summoner Sigil is something. If you're free to play, you're free to play. But it's up to you whether or not you spend. But hopefully those tips of those iTunes cards help out. Some good deals with the unit packs, and as well, there's some stuff here that's all right from like these summoner things, but obviously then you've got to unlock this. But yeah, that has been my take on the Cyber Monday offers, or Cyber Weekend offers, sorry. And I'll probably be doing, if I'm doing any kind of opening or buying, on Monday once I've gone and bought these cards, depending if that Tesco's offer in the UK actually rings true. Also, something to just point out, shout out to Peter Jarvis on Twitter, just kind of inform me of this. There is another way of getting reduced based or kind of more for your money, and that is here with the iTunes kind of ID. To add funds to it, you're able to increase it. I don't know if it's overly works out as well as, say, other countries, because I think like with us, with the Tesco's voucher and the Tesco's kind of deal thing, I think it works out better. I think as well it works out better in America as well. I don't know. I don't really have time to kind of look properly into this, but I think from what I've seen, and I've just like number crunched some stuff. I think if I today like add in, if we say here like for 100, if I put £100 in today, I get £10 extra on this, so it's £110 for £100. But let's face it, if I bought that deal in the UK, it was £85, but I get £100. That's £15 extra. Technically, I think I've done my math right for that. So it's an additional £5. So I think that works out better unless I plan to put in like extensive amounts of money, but I just don't think it's going to work out. Obviously, it's up to you. Go and search in your respective time zones and like countries to find out if there's something of a kind of like a better deal on. So there we have it, guys. My apologies for not getting this video out sooner, and obviously make use of that information as best you can. I'm probably going to put the narrative of this video like don't buy these deals, just to kind of make people watch it to the point of getting a reduction. And obviously I want to help you guys out as much as possible. I've sent the message to Seaton, obviously he's in the UK, Killer Beezy, and if you're other Brit. Obviously if you're in America or any other country, good luck. We're trying to get some reductions in deals. Hopefully your cyber weekend goes well. Support the developer a little bit, but don't go too mad on it, please. Check out some other content here and here, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye for now.